So real estate isn't just about money. It can be about fulfilling your dreams. Let me explain that in a little bit more detail. What is money and why do you need money? Sometimes it's to pay the bills. Sometimes it's to buy the groceries. Sometimes it's to buy the regular car, the nicer car, the sports car, the super sports car. Sometimes it's about traveling, economy, business, first class, private. Sometimes it's about vacations to 3-star hotels, 4 stars, 5 stars, 7-star hotels, right? So money on its own, perhaps it's the end goal for a lot of people. Like, okay, I want money. That's fine. Let's face it. Let's accept it. A lot of people, if you're listening to me, then, perhaps money is one of your goals. But what is money going to do on its own? Really, it's about fulfilling your dreams or fulfilling the things that you want to do with your money. Hey, if you want to purchase a property in the Dubai market, you can come over and, we'll help you out with that and perhaps help you out with getting your way on towards money. Remember to hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon as well. And share me your story around money. What are you looking to do? What are you thinking about doing with respect to what, if you had a lot of money, would you do? I want to talk about how real estate might be one of those things that can help you achieve your dream, because it can help you make money, but then that money can help you achieve your dream. Like, if you really think about it, for a lot of people, generally speaking, I would say about 95% of people on earth, their life revolves around doing something productive or unproductive to be able to generate some money that's called income coming into them so that they can then spend it to live the life that they want. Generally speaking, that's how the world is built currently. I would say about 5%, they don't worry about money. Perhaps they are, living on an island. Perhaps they are, they've inherited a lot of money. Perhaps they just don't do a lot of things. Perhaps they are, workers for charity, so on and so forth. So let's not talk about them because I'm not an expert on that situation. I can talk about the situation with regards to the money that you might be able to get, right? So at the end of the day, 90 to 95% of the people have built their lives around doing something productive or some kind of work or some kind of thinking or sometimes some kind of creative stuff or focused stuff that would bring or generate money to them, attract money to them. So when you really think about it, but as I said in the earlier part of this podcast, money on its own isn't doing anything for people, right? Money on its own isn't going to do anything for you. So what is that money going to do? That money is going to help you fulfill your dream. So if you're working on a job, the job's going to give you some money to be able to live a life, get married, have children, so on and so forth. At the end of the day, some people are then going to want to run a business, okay? Quick jump to running a business. Why? Because sometimes your dreams are so big that perhaps the job that you're doing or the place that you're working isn't going to fulfill you completely all the way. So you're thinking, okay, well, I need to actually run a business to be able to make more money. Now, real estate, in my opinion, is the easy man's business or the easier business to do. And I'll explain to you why. Look, by all means, you could do a business, but think about how a business runs, right? A business has a brand name. A business has a CEO or the general manager. A business has a marketing person or the general manager is the marketing person. If you're a solopreneur, that's what they call it. You would probably have HR, or solopreneur will be the HR. You'll probably have a product to sell, okay? And you probably have multiple customers to be able to make that product and your business successful. That could be on a small scale if you're, let's say, hair cutting salon. You need multiple customers coming in, right, to be able to then make enough money to get that salon keep going. Even if you're a single solopreneur, let's say you're a hairstylist of the extreme kind, like absolute popular in demand, you're still going to need to service a lot of customers, right? Or if you're a car manufacturer, like a massive mega car manufacturer, you're still going to have to sort out getting a lot of customers to buy your cars, getting a lot of those cars shipped across the world, getting a lot of those cars being bought. And then after the customers buy those cars, you're going to have to give some kind of after service, right? Because most cars have a regular steady wear and tear that happens. So think about running a full business. You've got to be an entrepreneur with a vision, with a dream, with the executional ability, or the ability to execute at a very high level. Then you need marketing skills, finance skills, HR skills, and so on and so forth. But when it comes to real estate, generally speaking, real estate is the easier business to do. Now, you probably not thought about real estate as a business, but I want you to perhaps think about it now, today. What's the industry? If you own a property, what's the industry you're in? You're in the business of real estate, providing shelter to other people, shelter as a roof over your head, over their head. What's your product? Your product is your property. It also happens to be your business. Okay, your business is your property. Who's your customer? Your customer is your one tenant. One tenant, if it's on a long lease, right? So if you've got somebody who's long leasing it from you, it's one tenant per year. If they end up breaking their contract, terminating the contract, you find another tenant, it's one tenant per year. If you're getting into the short-term business, short-term rental business, that's a little bit of a different story because you're going to have multiple customers, but the headache kind of goes up a little bit because every time the client or the customer leaves, you got to go in, make sure everything's clean, clear, nice looking, and so on and so forth, right? So you can't really just move on to say in and out and just keep it dirty. You're going to have to clean and so on and so forth. But let's talk about the regular, simple, straightforward guy. Think about it. You've got a property that's your business, and then you've got the customer that's your tenant. Isn't it easy and simple? The tenant pays on time, hopefully, every month or every quarter. How do you maintain the tenant's relationship? You say hi to them once in a while, or you have a property manager. The ideal way to actually handle a tenant is not to become very good friends with them, but to be and have that business relationship with them where you're the landlord, they're the tenant. You're going to have to actually support them with any maintenance that's required within an apartment, but you're not going to have to do that. You just hire a maintenance company. They go in, fix anything that's broken that the tenant doesn't have to fix because of the contract, the way it's laid out, and the tenant's a happy camper. When the time of renewal comes around, you ask the tenant, do you want to renew? Follow the rules and regulations of the local area that you're operating, and pretty much if the tenant says yes, you say okay, good, that's about it. If you want to increase the rent, you got to follow the rules, regulations, and give the tenant more value. See how easy it is to actually fulfilling your dreams through real estate, because at the end of the day, real estate becomes the easy man's business. You buy a property, that is your business. Your customer is your tenant, and all you've got to do is keep it rented. It's not about, and if you wanted to do real business, I'd welcome you doing that. The returns are higher most of the time. Dubai, the returns can actually compete with real businesses because what we've seen over the last 22 years, and Dubai is still a young market. There's still a lot of room for growth. But in businesses, you're going to have to be the CEO, the CMO, the chief executive officer or general manager, the marketing head, the finance head, the HR head if you're a solopreneur. If you're a big, massive company manufacturing cars, you're going to have to figure out how to get those cars across the world, every single country in the world, right? So more clients, more customers, more money you're going to end up making. With real estate, your property is your business. You get one tenant in, keep them happy, keep them paying, and you're good to go. I hope this makes sense, because real estate can be that funnel, or can be that path or your journey to success in terms of making tons of money, attracting tons of money to yourself, and then going on to fulfilling your dreams. There's a link below if you'd like to purchase a property in Dubai. You can click it, fill up the form, let's talk. Remember to hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon, and perhaps share your story of goodness in real estate. Bye for now.